Okay, so let's introduce ourselves. So you can go first.
Okay, my name is JR. I'm 40. I have two beautiful children who are girls. I'm a girl dad, and a beautiful wife who, the three of them support me so much through this, and they go to all our matches.
They make cute signs.
Yeah, make signs, especially for James. They've never made me one.
They never did?
They never have. They made you one,
I'm so special.
made you multiple, but they're there all the time, and they actually helped us set up this beautiful podcast set. So kudos to them.
It has come together really nicely.
Yeah, really nice.
So let's talk about our tennis backgrounds. So just kind of cover, how did you start playing tennis? Where did you grow up playing? Did you take lessons, like formal lessons at a club? Did you take tennis seriously as a junior? Like how far did you get? And then when, if so, did you start taking tennis more seriously?
So when did I start playing? I started playing when I was a kid, I think around the age 4 or 5. I have 3 siblings, 2 older brothers, who both are avid tennis players and tennis coaches, and so they were always beating up on me on everything we do.
Your sister's good too, though.
And my sister played also, so I was kind of her coach and her training partner, whatever. But since they started playing also when they were young, I started playing when I was pretty young. My claim to fame, my pride, our pride as a family is that we were never trained through a formal coach or anything at the country club. We were formulated and formed by the streets, the public courts of Virginia Beach.
The streets?
So we still do this today, till this day. And so now I'm a tennis coach also, as being the content creator and captain of teams and player of teams. But I push a lot playing on the public courts because that's really how when you go out to play, you play people that aren't of your club. You play people that you don't know.
Rise and grind.
Yeah, exactly. Put on a shirt. So we grew up on the streets playing tennis, in the public courts, playing with the family, getting out there with my dad, who's not by any means a high-level player, right? But he's a high-level motivator, and being a Filipino dad from the Navy, so he was out there, get up early, go get it, play every day, pretty much after school. On the weekends, play from like 8 to 4. And if you do well, if you do what I say, you can go do fun things after that, right?
Yeah.
But do what you got to do on the tennis court, right? And so for me, it was pretty serious growing up, just by default, right? And having my brothers who can play, that can beat me up and kind of build that inner drive in me that I still have today to always keep on.
Just that competitiveness, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't want to lose to your brother.
Yeah.
I mean, that's lame.
And I do remember losing, and I ran straight to the van. It's exactly at the court where I teach now, at the public courts. My dad had his van at the court number 1, right behind it, and I stormed off that court. I got so pissed, I just ran off to the court, ran to the van and started crying.
And you didn't take any lessons?
Yeah, so no lessons. I remember...
That's interesting. So you're self-taught. Well, your dad, I understand.
Yeah, self-taught through the family, and I actually read a lot of Tennis Magazine. So they'd have one page on Tennis Magazine
I still get that.
But I don't think they have the excerpt that I used to always learn from every month. It'd be a 2-pager where there'd be like 2 blocks, 2 blocks, 2 blocks, 2 blocks of the building of a stroke, right? So I'd go through that and I'd look at this player, and try to do what they do in a magazine. So there's no YouTube back then. For us, there was no formal coach. They were just learning, going out there playing, and using your brain and your muscle memory to try to build your strokes.
He brought that magazine to the streets.
So yeah, that was a pretty cool thing. And I talked to people that are in our Filipino community and that kind of grew up in the same environment as us, and they were like, yeah, Tennis Magazine, that was our coach.
And did you play tournaments growing up, or were you exclusively just hitting with random people at the courts?
So we played tournaments. So in addition to playing with my family and uncles, so in the Filipino community, uncle is anyone that's older than you.
Everyone, I'm an uncle.
So James is an uncle.
Kids now.
James is my daughter's favorite uncle.
Christmases have become expensive.
Yes, Uncle James. So yeah, we play with them. That's informal stuff, but that's our training, right? That's our match play. And then we play tournaments too. I play tournaments on the weekends, and at that time there's a big crop of players in the area. That a lot of them went D1, D2, D3. Unfortunately, I didn't, and that's one of my big regrets. But I know I could hang with them, so if I can go back, I'd play more. Trying to go to college, but I had different plans of other stuff, with academics. But definitely played on the weekends every week at a lot of the same courts that are around here. Some of them have been closed and are taken over by pickleball,
which we'll get to.
Yeah. But definitely fond memories going back there and training. So
that's interesting. I mean.